following the law. They don't want to follow the law. I'm sorry, Deputy Governor is a friend of mine, but let me tell you that the county government is the biggest problem in this country, especially not county government, the county governors, how they are managing resources. And let me give you, for example, I don't want to talk about Muranga. Let me talk about a county that is coming, for example, from Nyanza. Kisumu has received 240 billion shillings since devolution, means 10, 12, thereabout billion a year, isn't it? Now, take Kisumu County as a startup. Can you tell me any company you know that have received a startup capital of 240 billion shillings and still wants more and generates nothing? Devolution was about taking resources to the people, isn't it? Are you having this field taking place in the Port of here has taken 120 billion shillings since devolution? Now, they cannot even bring anything out of the money they're getting. And I can tell you why they're interested in education so that I don't go too much or off tangent. The main reason is that governors have a more impact in the county if they're interacting through the schools. Because I was campaigning for being an MP of Ugenya. And telling him, Professor, if you take pens in primary school, you'll be more popular overnight compared to if you go visit hospitals. Because every child, if you go to all the schools, for example, in Kenya, we have 32,000 schools thereabout, primary, and around 10,000 something secondary schools. In your county, if you have visited all the primary schools and secondary schools that donated something, you are very popular. That's why there's a governor who was printing examination with their names in the examination papers. They want to give this full feeding program so that they can say they are feeding people. It is working very well. Salasa is doing construction of classes in Mumias East. And by going to each and every school, after you do that tour, everybody knows you. Because they say, oh, we saw Fred. Fred was here, like if you're comparing. Fred was here. He gave us a pen, he gave us a ruler, he gave us Githeri. So what's happening is that the governors believe that this is the best way to go. But let me now come to the intention of free primary education. When I was economic advisor to Kibaki, it became very important how primary schools were very, very impactful in what called national development, and I say disbursing money, flowing the cash in the economy, because everybody buys a pencil, buys a rubber, buys a book. It was also a source of entrepreneurship. And when I'm seeing now schools suffering where disbursing of money is not going where they should go, it tells you the economy is suffering. That's why everybody is owed money somewhere. There's no cash movement, because when schools don't receive money moving around, there's a big issue. All suppliers.
Funding for schools is indeed a big problem about association, and we've had this discussion here, that funding for schools is a big problem. But this confusion between the national and county governments over who should be handling money for education, isn't it unnecessary?
I think it's just confusion that is confusing even those